Welcome back to Feast in the Middle East. You'll never guess where I am. I am in Dublin, Ireland, of all places. And why am I here? I always wanted to go here because I've always loved Ireland's stance on human rights, especially its kindred support of Palestinian human rights. And I thought, you know what? If I'm going to travel somewhere, I want to put my money in a country that actually has the same values that I have. So I couldn't think of a better place than Ireland. Now, Ireland is absolutely gorgeous. It is absolutely stunning. I highly recommend you come here, check out the parks and the museums and just the beautiful greenery, just the visions of beauty, of scenery from your car as you drive along their hillsides is enough to just fill your soul and take you away from the daily grind of the city. But right now I'm in a place called Damascus Gate. Now, Damascus Gate is a restaurant that has Lebanese, Syrian, and Palestinian cuisine. And why it really stood out to me was not just the decor on the inside, but it has a lot of regional specialties that you would find in a grandmother's house. So a lot of Palestinian and Syrian refugees have been coming here since the 20th century, and there's been a huge demand for Middle Eastern food. So we've ordered some specialties here that you definitely don't find in a lot of Middle Eastern or Arab restaurants, and I can't wait to share the spread with you.
In any Middle Eastern restaurant, I usually like to order the mezza or appetizer plate. This is a snapshot of the restaurant's soul and authenticity. If they get this right, then the main courses will be on point.
Okay, so we ordered the Beirut mezza plate. So Lebanese, they have three kinds, like a Beirut one, they have a Syrian one. I thought, let's try the Lebanese one, because I love that they put Cookbook over here. Cookbook is that meat and bulgur wheat pie that's deep fried, shaped like a football. And I usually like to smother it with hummus, but I'm just going to try it plain just to see what it tastes like. Oh, wow. So this is more meat than bulgur heavy. It's got like a slight kick at the very end, like a peppery finish, flavored with cumin. It's got onions and pine nuts in the interior, really chewy. And yeah, this I love with a dose of hummus, as if I'm eating it like frosting on the top. Just eat it like that, and you're good to go. Here we go. This is like a spinach knot right here. I think this is done Lebanese style. This is how they do it, which is different. They use puff pastry instead of traditional bread dough. So the spinach, super tender, lemony. This is super light. I love the balance of the earthiness of the spinach with the crispiness and the butteriness of the phyllo dough. Okay, so this is the tabbouleh. As you can see, I can, just by looking at it, I could tell they didn't put a ton of bulgur wheat, which means it's pretty authentic. Totally authentic for a variety of reasons. They put a ton of lemon juice in this, a ton. That's how we like it. We like it very sour. Those tomatoes are fantastic. And that lemony flavor really comes through, and it's not bulgur heavy. There's a mistake with, like, I don't know why, but American delis try to put way too much bulgur and not enough parsley. With a salad like this, you want a ratio of like 80% parsley and 20% bulgur meat. I will say, though, that the bread here is disappointing. I mean, it's like paper thin. They brought it warm, to their credit, but this is not the kind of bread I'd be excited about eating. But in terms of their hummus, in terms of its authenticity, it looks really creamy. And it also had that nice dried mint that I really like. Also very lemony, very good with a dose of cumin. Now the baba ganoush, if it's good, it should be smoky. So let's try it. The eggplant is nice and smoky. It could use a little more tahini in there, but I think as far as getting an authentic tray of mezza, this is the place to go. This dish is called lubia, and it's a green bean dish made with tomatoes. It's a vegetarian dish, so it's served with this vermicelli rice, which is like toasted vermicelli with rice. And we serve it with this sort of, it looks like a ragu of green beans and tomatoes. And Ideally, there's nothing better than this dish in the summertime when the tomatoes are at peak ripeness and it's super sweet and you don't need to add too many seasonings to make it taste good. So I want to see if it tastes as good as the one I grew up with. So in Ireland, they grow their tomatoes in greenhouses, and this is surprisingly sweet considering their tomatoes are from greenhouses. I can't wait to try their interpretation of mezza, a very, very popular Jordanian dish of lamb with yogurt sauce. When you eat it all together, what makes this very special as a hybrid dish is that this is Irish lamb. And here, when you travel around Ireland, you see the beautiful lambs grazing in the pasture. Their lamb is exceptional. It's like very soft and tender, doesn't really have a gamey flavor. So I think Irish lamb is a perfect complement to a dish like mezza, where lamb is the star. It is a little bit unusual because usually they serve this with a lot of almonds and pine nuts on top. This has no nuts. Maybe it's because a lot of people have allergies to it. Okay, so this is their kanafa. Now, I will say this looks softer. The dough looks softer than what I'm used to. It usually should be kind of crispy. They don't use that orange dye, which some people like, some people don't like. So let's give it a try and see what it tastes like. Okay, as far as the kanafa goes, they're not using the stretchy cheese. It's more of like a custard, or ashta as we call it. It's like a custard, very rose water heavy, and I don't see any pistachios. This exterior is too soggy, and there's way too much rose water, so it almost tastes like soapy. If I were to come here, I'd probably try something else for dessert because this just doesn't come up to my standards of kanafa. So sorry guys, I mean, I thought it was worth the try, but definitely not my cup of tea. Well, thanks for joining me guys. If you want to see more adventures like this, please let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you soon at my next adventure. Cheers or sahtin.
Oh, and before I forget, YouTube fam, I wanted you to know first, a special announcement. There are only 300 copies left of my Feast in the Middle East cookbook left in circulation. Once they are gone, that's it. Khalas, nada. That means if you get your copy, the value of the book will increase once they sell out. This book has 200 pages of easy to follow instructions and photos on every page so you can be a pro in Middle Eastern food. Now this is just in time for your warm and cozy winter cooking and baking, so grab your copy now by going to feastinthemiddleeast.com or clicking on the link which I'll provide for you here. And thank you so much to my Patreon fam for your support. I love sharing the inside scoop and additional education and information to enhance your viewing experience.